covariance and correlation. Okay. So before we go there, right, we just wanted to understand, guys, can someone explain me what is variance? Because whenever I want to teach covariance, so definitely I need to spend a little time in explaining again what is variance. Guys, did you get a chance to revise what is variance? Can someone please help me? What is variance?
How the values are deviated from its mean values, sir, variance represents.
Okay. So when we talk about variance, Juhi, whether we are dealing with respect to one variable or more than one variables.
One variable.
One variable. So the reason we call such kind of a numerical variance as an univariate. It means we are dealing with one variable as an individual entity, right? Because when we talk about variance, we're going to talk about all the data elements present within a variable, right? So it means variance. The moment we talk about variance, we are talking about a univariate. But now we are going to learn a couple of bivariate, right? So say as an example, covariance. When you observe a prefix word covariance, what are you trying to think? What does strike your mind? Covariance. Any guess, guys?
More than one variance or multiple variants.
Okay, so more than one variable, but as I said, it is all about two variables. So it is a bivariate analysis that you can do, right? While variance is trying to talk about how the data elements present within a variable are varying, whereas covariance is a measure of how changes in one variable are associated with the changes in a second variable. It means at any point of time, your covariance is going to talk about two variables only. Is it clear about this point, guys? What does a covariance means? A covariance is a measure of how changes in one variable are associated with the changes in a second variable. It means, to keep it very simple, it is going to help you with the degree to which two variables are linearly associated. It means it is going to give you a number which tries to talk about to what extent, to what degree these two variables are linearly associated. Make sense? Are you clear?
Yeah.
How about this, guys? Able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So if I have to compare variance versus covariance, what should I say? It means you can say that covariance is similar to variance, but your variance will tries to tell you how a single variable is varying. But whereas your covariance is tries to tell you how two variables are varying together. Make sense?
Yes.
Everyone agree to this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Right. So then let me just try to document whatever I just told here. Your covariance is a measure of how changes in one variable are associated with the changes in the second variable. And as I said, it is also giving you a degree of measurement to which two variables are linearly associated. And if I have to compare with respect to the variance, what should I be saying? If I have to compare variance versus covariance, right? How it is different? We just discussed, right, guys? How it is different from your normal variance?
This is bivariant.
Okay, so to keep it very simple, I said covariance is similar. The behavior is very similar to the variance, but your variance is always dealing with a single variable at a time. But whereas your covariance, it tries to tell you how two variables are varying together. Make sense? Are you clear? Guys, are you clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So this is the formula, right? So the moment we talk about the covariance between two variables x and y here, so this is how the values can be calculated by making use of this formula. Right? If you look at here, so if you are trying to deal with respect to a single variable, each element has to be difference of its from its central tendency value, which is called as a mean here, and it has to be multiplied with respect to each individual value present in this particular second variable, and we are trying to take a difference from its corresponding central tendency value called as a mean, and we're trying to multiply all those values together. Okay, so this is how you calculate the covariance. Now, guys, before I talk about the something else, if I'm trying to do, or if I'm trying to deal with this two variables, how many types of relationship relationships can I have? It means it is going to track changes in one variable with respect to the changes in the second variable. So it means if one variable increases, what are the other permutations and combinations that you can find? What are the different combinations that you can find in such kind of a relationships? Able to understand this point? Because we are trying to talk about two variables together. Say as an example, for one combination, the one variable value is increasing. The changes are increasing. Now, how can I deal with respect to such kind of a combination? How many combinations can I get?
Like three
Two.
combination, whether
Two?
it is
What are the-
increase.
If one variable is increasing, then the other variable can either increase or decrease.
Okay, right? So to keep it simple, we call such kind of a relationships as positive covariance and negative covariance. What does it mean? If I say positive, whether should they be traveling in the same direction or opposite direction? When I say positive,
Same direction.
in the same direction. It means if both variables tend to increase or decrease together, we call them as covariance is positive. As an example, we have two variables x and y. If x is increasing, right, the y value is also increasing. If x value is decreasing, then my y value is also getting decreased. If you see such kind of a behavior, we label such kind of a relationship as positive covariance. Okay, on the other side, right? Mohan, can you please explain what is negative covariance then?
Negative covariance is an opposite output. So if you have a positive output on variable 1, so the second variable will be having a negative impact.
Okay, so let's not label something as positive, negative, right? That is the final classification I'm trying to do. You can always make use of increasing or decreasing. Okay? Can you replace your words again? Mohan?
The negative variance would always be a decreasing one.
Not exactly. So when I talked about positive covariance, how did I use? If both variables tends to increase or decrease together, we label them as positive covariance. In the same words, how can you explain a negative covariance? Okay, let's move to Mohnish.
So if the variable 1 increases and as a result the variable 2 decreases and vice versa, this is the negative covariance.
Excellent, right? If one variable tends to increase as the other one decreases, right? We call them as covariance, right? It not be always first variable has to be increasing. As our friend told, it can be vice versa too. Okay, is everyone clear about this one, guys? Appreciate your response. Is it clear what kind of a relation that you can expect from this?
Yes. Yes, sir.
No. So we have just seen like there are two ways that you can label the relationship into the positive and negative. Do you think is there any third thing that you can think through? Sure. Sure, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, Ganesh, I was on mute. So the question is, probably we can create a relation, right? How we have y equal to an mx plus c, the kind of a formula with this, relationship can be created with that.
Okay, so if you have just seen about the definition of covariance, it is always trying to talk about a degree, right? It is not going to map the relationship between input and output, actually, isn't it? So trying to talk about, say as an example, if I'm trying to compare what is the likely whether the mindset is similar to that of Zanusha or not between Shiva, right? We're always talking about a number on a scale which is trying to tell you whether how similar we are. Right? Actually, you're not trying to map the relationship here. You're just trying to say to what degree, to what extent these are too similar. Right?
If you don't mind, Tanush, can you take a real life example? I'm sorry if I'm asking that question, but
No. It's a very valid question, right? So, okay, let me tell you. See, okay, years of experience and salary, whether they're positive or negative. Keep it
So
easy.
yes,
Let's not make it overcomplicated whether it's on data science or Java, right? Years of experience versus salary.
If years
What
of
do
experience, if years of experience increase, then the salary probability of salary increasing might also be high.
Yes, simple, right? So whether they're traveling in the same direction or negative direction.
Same direction.
So how do you label them? Positive or
Positive,
negative?
positive covariance.
Simple. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can someone give me an example of a negative covariance, guys? I just gave a simple example of positive. Can someone think through and can tell me what is negative covariance? In which cases or which scenarios can you expect something to be of a negative? Give it, right, guys? As I said, think through.
Age and health.
Age and health. Interesting. Okay. Right, to a certain extent, right? We will be hale and healthy after a certain extent. We cannot always say that right from first year to 10th year we will be sick, isn't it? Right, Joy?
Yeah.
Right. So it means you need to say that maybe the health will decrease after 50 years, maybe, right? Year on year.
Yeah.
Maybe 40, or maybe based upon the health condition, social economic status, right? And the country's respective health indexes. Depending upon that, after a certain extent, we try to see a negative covariance. Make sense? We need to just put a cross sector maybe after 50 or maybe after 45, something like that. Okay, guys? Make sense? Is everyone able to understand? Correlate these with respect to some live examples?
Yeah.
Yes.
But we forget about our question, right? What was the question? Is there only two combinations on such kind of a relationships or associationships? Guys, can expect only positive and negative, nothing else?
It can be same also.
True.
It's a same. What does it mean? Sure.
If-
Like there is sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
Go on. Okay, fine. So when I say same, that means that if the value of x is say 5, then value of y might also be same 5. It might be exactly same. It may remains constant.
Okay, when the value is x value is 6, what is the y value?
Y value might also be 6.
Then it is a positive, isn't it?
Oh,
They are
it's
traveling in the same direction.
yeah. Sorry, y value might stay back at 5 then. Then it's a negative, is it? Okay. My bad, Dhanush. Sorry.
No, to be sorry. Karna, go ahead.
Like yeah, sir. My thing is like if one either increases or decreases, other thing is remaining the same. Like there is no any change in other variables, sir.
Okay, so to keep it very simple, guys. So can you always expect a associationship or relationship between two variables? Yes, it does it need to be always this way? Either it has to be increasing or decreasing always? No, right? Sometimes what happens
No, sir.
is for the varying changes of x, say as an example, on few days, right? Maybe when x equal to 5, my y value on few days, it is 6, sometimes 2, sometimes 8, sometimes 0. Right? And for the x equal to 6, again, I have an execution of my y value to be 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means as my x value is changing, there is no actual relationship on my y value. Right? So in such cases, we call them as independent variables. If variables are independent of each other, it means you cannot be able to understand what kind of a relationship that exists between two variables. So in such cases, we label the covariance to be value of 0. Is it clear about this point? If variables are independent, then the covariance, right, value between those two variables will give you a value of 0. And for all those, right, just like how this can happen, I'm just trying to provide you with some graphical representation. Okay, guys, you see the 0 covariance? It means it is distributed. The relationship is dispersed. You cannot be able to make sure whether it is in a